The Bulls and Heat will look to keep their season from ending. And for the Miami Heat, it's always interesting to see. Meanwhile, met in the play-in. The Heat have been to the playoffs on their way to the NBA Finals, but both teams drastically different from just 2 years ago. Wiggins drives, knocked out. You don't want to be a part of a play-in rivalry. No. Wiggins, of course, coming over in the Jimmy Butler trade. He's dealt with some injuries since the trade, but when he's been healthy, he's played well. Speaking of playing well, that man right there.
That we can look forward to for the evening, I think. Tyler should be very aggressive if that's the matchup.
Chicago won 2 more games in the regular season than Miami, including all 3 games against them. Only played each other 3 times during the regular season. Hero with the deflection, trying to save it.
Playmaking.
Herter fires away. Another new member of the Chicago Bulls. And here comes Wiggins the other way. A contrast of styles. The second quickest team in terms of pace is Burks. Floats that one in. Alec Burks. Second fastest pace is Chicago, although Miami Doors is not playing as slow as they used to earlier this year.
And Eric Spoelstra made it very clear he's not trying to play prevent offense against Chicago to keep them out of transition. They want to get their own.
He's getting some of your players in foul trouble.
The foul was on Ware. White knocking down the free throw. Hero off the bounce, goes right at the rookie, gets inside and gets another layup.
2 touches, 2 downhill drives right to the rim from Tyler Hero.
Hero perhaps having his best season. Hero an all-star this year. Giddey turns, floats it up. That won't go. Gets his own rebound. Back up and in. That's what he's been doing the second half of the season.
Yeah, he's been rebounding. He's been assisting. He's been creating. But to your point, though, Doris, what I like about Tyler Hero, those 2 drives, those things open up your 3-point shot as Bam Adebayo with the finish off the dime from Tyler.
Well, you always look in games like this to your stars. Adebayo, who has been such a leader for this team. And Hero, Giddey gets inside, flips it up. That shot won't go. He just clapped at one of the officials. Got to be careful there. Not happy with the non-call.
He's telling him heck of a job.
Wiggins goes up top to Hero. Hero very aggressive. Boy, talk about an open lane.
Miami Heat off to a start. All 10 points in the paint. But watch this. You get a double team, and now you got Vucevic closing out on Tyler Hero. But that might be the easiest 2 so far.
And that might be the exact reason why Billy Donovan called the timeout. Bulls during the year, as Giddey launches up a 3, that won't go. Rebound goes to Wiggins. During the year, they were the 19th rated defense in the NBA, 20th in offense. Wiggins pulls up from the elbow, and Vucevic grabs it. Bulls 18 and 23 at home this season. They actually had a better road record than home during the regular season. Herter poked away by Alec Burks. The Heat with a 9th rated defense in the NBA. Wiggins wide open 3-pointer. Got it to go in a quick 8-point lead.
And this is exactly what Spoelstra was talking about. Like, be opportunistic in transition or semi-transition. They're clearly trying to get Wiggins going offensively. They tried him on the post that you just touched on with the double. Then he had the ball at the top of the key trying to make a play individually. Like, they need his scoring tonight.
Vucevic 5 on the 24. Kobe White steps into a 3. A little Ware of the rebound. Burks, the veteran, now in the starting lineup. Eric Spoelstra's made changes for various reasons to his starting lineup during the season. Hero, scoop layup again. Nobody getting into the paint so easily.
Yeah, they're not controlling the basketball at all when he's got it.
Kobe White's got it from long distance.
And that's what they want, that pace. That's what you were talking about, Mike. But to your point, sometimes if you have a transition team, they don't like it when you run on them. So you can also attack a transition team like Spoelstra's trying to do.
Nice backdoor, and Wiggins goes up and under. Beautiful pass from Bam Adebayo, one of the better passing big men in the league. Giddey goes hard, and Burks draws the foul. He was one of the best players in the league since the All-Star break.
Yeah, statistically and performance-wise, team goes 15-5 in their last 20, and he's averaging almost a 20-point triple-double. So his numbers have generated wins. That's the ultimate compliment that you can give to a player.
Trying to fight and navigate some screens. Wiggins up top. Ware right back to Wiggins. Excellent give and go once again for the Heat.
We saw this when he played with Golden State. The ability to be an opportunistic cutter. Wiggins doing exactly that.
Miami Heat 9 for 11 from the field. Giddy calling for a screen. Now pulls in using his height. Short shot is short. And Burks tracks it down. Hero. Nearly stolen. White had it. Lost it. Picked up by Wiggins. And
Say something else.
It's a PG show.
Yeah, it's PG show.
Wiggins guarded by Giddy. Wiggins spins, kicks it back out. Adebayo tries the three-pointer. Rebound, Giddy goes high. And Highsmith comes in for him. Giddy looking for Vucevic. Highsmith guarding him down low. Patrick Williams slides, hangs on, jumper, shot won't go. And Burks the rebound. Burchak hitting the head. Hero again, aggressive drives. Hurt. Giddy not only with great size as the ball's
When you give him touches in there.
dangerous pass. Vucevic, the spin and the finish. Another double-double season for Nick Vucevic. Burks on the drive. Falls down, gets it out. Highsmith. Hero guarded by Terry. Dalen Terry just checked in. Shot clock winding down. A heave from way outside. Tyler Hero, 11 points already.
That's what good players do. Great players. You play great defense and they can just make a difficult shot. But right now, the Bulls are having trouble just even finding that post.
Highsmith knocks down the three. And Alec Burks, by the way, defensively has done an excellent job. He's had one steal and a couple of deflections.
There's one team in attack mode and one team on their heels. Right now, it's the Miami Heat setting the tone of this one.
Vucevic one-on-one with Adebayo. Can't get that to fall. Adebayo runs down the rebound. Good ball handling from Adebayo, trying to go coast to coast.
Gets that separation.
Wiggins floats that one up, can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound. Williams. Giddy looking to push again. Giddy drives past Highsmith. Quick burst and an easy bucket for Chicago.
That's him at his best. Going downhill. He's been tremendous finishing at the rim, and he's got such good size.
Davion Mitchell in the game finds Wiggins. Wiggins finds three-point range. His second three-pointer. He's got 10 points in the first. And a 14-point Heat lead. Terry on the drive. Somehow squeezed that one in off the glass. There wasn't a lot of room there. Burks steps into a three. Giddy tips it nicely to Vucevic.
And the Bulls went in the zone there to try and just switch up the defense because they were given everything that they could. And what a pass.
Spoelstra talking about Bam Adebayo. His leadership during this entire season, he thought was just off the charts.
No, and that's what you need. But Bam has been there. He's had the Udonis Haslem, the Kevin Love. He's had the veterans. And so now it's his turn to be that guy and step up and lead.
Duncan Robinson. This is his first shot. Adebayo, the offensive rebound. Kyle Anderson out there as well. Also obtained in the trade. Kobe White got a hand on it.
You try zone too. It's early, but you try zone also.
Adebayo tries a three-pointer. That's good. Bam Adebayo. During the regular season, 36% from three-point range. Good ball denial from Wiggins. Big height advantage for Vucevic, but Wiggins is a very good and strong defender. Trying to battle. Kobe White hoists up the three. That won't go. Duncan Robinson the rebound. Now White trying to defend Adebayo down low. And that's what you call a mismatch, but won by Chicago.
Yeah, but that's on Vooch. I mean, to be honest with you, Mike, he's pointing at Kobe White saying, take him. I mean, that's a complete mismatch. Vooch has got to be better than that. Sprint, dig him out, and switch the matchup.
Vucevic kicks it out. Bad pass.
And tell Steph to guard Bam. He would get him there and sprint Steph out.
That's correct.
Zach Collins has come on. Got him during the season from San Antonio. Robinson drives inside, out of bounds. Mitchell gets a running start. Back out of bounds. The foul line push shot won't go. Patrick Williams grabs it. The Heat have cooled off now, just 59% after that incredible start. Terry shot blocked by Anderson. Terry tried to career. His teams usually function better when he's on the floor. Wiggins inside, out of bounds, the fake.
Seed, and I've beaten a 2 seed. So to see a 7 seed win 50 games and then to have to battle for your life, the team could get hot. And then if you want to invest in the regular season, taking away those 2 spots. But I think it's turned out better than we could ever imagine.
Giddey, three-pointer's good. Giddey's been dealing with a forearm injury. Didn't play a bunch of games down the stretch. Shooting has been quite the turnaround, a big part of his success. Buzelis, the rookie for the Bulls out there. Hero, step back three-pointer's good. Tyler Hero is 6 for 6 from the field. He's got 14.
Tight footwork to get into their shot is so impressive.
Good ball denial from Mitchell. Davion Mitchell, a really good defensive player. Anderson knocked it off. Getting
on balance while you do it. That's where the strength comes in.
Mitchell keeps his dribble alive, still searching. Hero off the bounce, gets inside, foul.
And Tyler, you had 16 of your team's 39. It was apparent you guys wanted to come out attacking. How do you feel your aggressiveness paid off in that first?
Yeah, we just got to continue to get stops, get out in transition, and then on our made baskets and our missed baskets, make sure we're getting back in transition, not to allow shots on offense and continue to get back on defense. Like I said, we got to get back in transition and allow no easy buckets.
Thanks for your time, Tyler. Good luck.
All right, Cass, Hero. They haven't been running, but they've been pushing their type of pace, and Hero he hasn't missed yet. He's 7 for 7 from the field.
End of the first, they doubled him to get the ball out of his hands. That was the first time we've seen it. Does that increase here?
Buzelis,
But that's as close as it comes.
Mitchell up top. Robinson, Anderson. Ware steps back, and the rookie off the mark. Kobe White looking to push and see how the Heat just sprint back. Mitchell, good defense on White, but better offense. Another tough shot from Kobe White. Average almost 20.5 points per game, a career high for him this season. Duncan Robinson finds some room.
Guys, how many times are we going to see the dribble drive and then a paint touch for the Miami Heat? You're going to generate all kinds of great shots if you continue to beat them that consistently.
Heat still shooting well, 61%. Giddey fakes the handoff. Good defense from Anderson. Buzelis, little Euro step, or steps as Hero grabs the rebound. Hero whips a pass. What a look from Tyler Hero. 18 points and 3 assists already, and a 15-point lead for the Heat.
The reason why this is shocking is we've talked about in the last 20 games the way they've played. They've been a top 10 defense. And right now, they are not putting forth a lot of pressure. It looks like they're more concerned with their offense than anything else.
Another deflection, this time from Kyle Anderson. Lobs it into Ware. He's got the height advantage on Giddey and throws it down. And a time of matchups. And it all starts on Saturday, but still some play-in action tonight. And then Friday night as well. Vucevic back in. Kobe White back up top. Vucevic, a good three-point shooter. This is that Hero, the rebound. Vucevic shot a career high from 3 this season of 40%. Davion Mitchell back out to Anderson. Robinson tries a 3. Vucevic the save. And Josh. Terry back up top. Buzelis launches his three-pointer. Can't get that one. Ware high for the rebound.
Boy, a Chicago team that has taken a lot and making a lot of threes all year cannot find it tonight.
Ball deflected and stolen. White steps back. Tried to draw a foul, instead throws up a bad shot, but Terry with the save, back to White.
So far, it hasn't been there. They've even tried to go zone to try and match some sort of intensity and switch it up.
Jalen Horton-Tucker's come on for Chicago. Duncan Robinson gets a good look. And another three-pointer. They're 7 of 12 from three-point range. And it's a 20-point lead. Crowd has gotten quiet, understandably. The Heat so impressive to start. Vucevic with an answer.
I think it would find its level. I mean, they're third in three-point makes, third in attempts, and 13th in percentage. Like, they're a better shooting team than they've shown.
Robinson off the bounce. Shot clock at 7. Vucevic closes. Robinson a contested three. That's good. What a tough shot from Duncan Robinson with a 7-footer right in his face. Josh Giddey, the spin, shot blocked. I think it was Robinson that actually got the piece of it. Bulls pick it up. Shot clock down to 7. Buzelis up top. Horton-Tucker goes right at Mitchell. Well defended. Dalen Terry tries a three. Can't get it to fall. Ware high for the rebound. A rookie with 5 boards already. Khalil Ware, the spin move. Vucevic knocks it out of his hand.
Good of a defense that you can play against Duncan in that corner.
He came out strong. They've led the entire first half. Kobe White struggles with his dribble. By rules and the way they do things. And they recently had a game. Garba, though, has been one of the elite officials for years, every year in the NBA Finals. Mitchell, Adebayo, foul line jumper, well short. Buzelis the rebound. Buzelis such an interesting player for the Chicago Bulls, just 20 years old. Kobe White gets inside, good hard drive. Vucevic's tip won't go. Adebayo knocks it away. There's Wiggins going coast to coast, layup won't go. Adebayo with a rebound, left-handed puts it up and in.
Okay, Richard. Like, they're getting absolutely abused in the paint. Where does it come from? If you're a Chicago Bull player, like, where does the defensive grit come from right now?
Well, I think it's collection. It's a collection of guys. As you see the foul, would be an individual that says it this much, but they've got 55 points with 6 minutes to go, and they're down by 22.
Williams poked away, gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Anderson all over Herter. Herter creates some space, launches in and out. I think a part of it for Chicago, their offense, which is what has started all this terrific end of the regular season, they just can't get it going. It's the highest scoring Bulls team in franchise history, and they only have 33 points right now. Buzelis counted.
That he's not short on confidence. He also said that. I don't lack confidence, but that doesn't mean he has not been open to growing this season. In fact, Billy Donovan took a hard-nosed approach with his rookie, putting a plan in place from the beginning of the season to really ease him in minutes-wise, which Matis told me was really tough at first, but as the season went on, he gained a lot of trust with the coaching staff and his teammates, and said that he started asking Billy to continue to be hard on him and push him and giving credit for his growth as a professional, and Billy giving Matis credit as well for earning his starting role, guys.
Here, Cassidy, nice pass that time from Buzelis, who was born and raised in the Chicago area. His parents were from Lithuania, played professional basketball, and then came to Chicago. The 11th pick in the draft, and he thinks he should have gone higher. Highsmith against the rookie, flips it up and in. Nice move from Haywood Highsmith. The Bulls have 37 points, and there's just 4.5 remaining. As White flips it too hard off the glass. Heat again when they've had chances, looking to push the pace. Adebayo flips that one up. Just 3 of 9 from the field. He has 6 rebounds, a couple of assists. Williams up top, Vucevic looking. Kobe White off the bounce. Boy, good defense here from the Heat. They force another turnover. Highsmith gets the advance pass. That's 10 turnovers for the Chicago Bulls as we're under 4 to play in the second. Robinson a contested three.
I still think if Duncan Robinson gets a shot off, you haven't done your job. It's not a matter of whether or not he misses. You want to limit his attempts. You got to close him out even closer.
Patrick Williams too strong. The Bulls now 4 of 15 from 3. Crowd getting a little antsy.
He shoots the free throw line. Nobody knows who is guarding who. Now watch Bucelis. He is looking for who he's guarding. He's like, am I guarding this guy? Oh, no, that's Booch. Am I guarding him? No, that's somebody else. And then it leads to a wide open three. That is so preventable.
You know, guys pointing, hey, you've got him, you've got him. No communication whatsoever.
Hence a 23-point lead for Miami. Wiggins back in. Wiggins sidestep, left-handed shot, rolls around and drops in. And Wiggins with 12 points here in the first half.
And all these made buckets mean Chicago can't get out in transition, where they have been so prolific and dangerous in turning their season around. Starting in around March 6th, they really started to find their strides.
Kevin Huerter, bank shot is good.
But even that bucket, Mike, Chicago wants to play with pace and flow. They're having to create shots individually off the bounce every trip. Miami has played their game plan perfectly.
Wiggins steps back. His three-pointer can't go. Giddey with a rebound. Giddey 13 points to lead the Bulls in scoring. Only player in double figures. And only 39 points total. Huerter calling for a screen. Vucevic lobs it in. Wiggins pokes it away. That's 11 turnovers now for Chicago. Up and under. Shot won't go. Adebayo had it. Lost it. Hero right there. 7% from the field.
Yeah, and I wonder, Mike, he comes into the league with an NBA-ready body immediately. And there's skill there, but there's a passiveness to Patrick on a nightly basis that can be frustrating.
And you see signs of great potential. Just does not get there consistently. Huerter, that's his second straight field goal. 4 points for Huerter. But the Bulls have put themselves in an enormous hole as we're under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's one of the best first halves of the season for Miami. Beautiful pass. Wiggins lobs it into